this table? What's going on here?
Nice.
It needs battery.
Nice. It's perfect. I think the mic was too much in front of you.
Close to my lips.
Yeah. So don't put the mic in front of your mouth. Put it on the side. The mic is very sensitive. You don't need to spread everything. Because you hear like any note.
Is that this mic over here? The headset. Oh, it's headset mics. Okay. While you're down there, Joe, for the last guys. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm going to start the recording. Almost forgot.
Someone's already live on Facebook.
Yeah, we're live now.
We're live now?
So people can join.
Is mine working? Can you hear it?
Test, mic test.
Steve is still not here though.
Mic test, mic test.
But that's okay.
Who's going to be 10 minutes late? This guy?
Oh, there he is.
Go.
10 minutes late.
Ah, come on,
That was Tony
Lipsky.
They're not the same.
I think they are working. Mainly because I can hear myself and everyone else.
What's the handicap? I'll check with the record. It's on the sheet. You know how to read the sheet, right? I don't have it. No, I mean, you know how to read it? No? I never got to it. You never got to it?
What's up, guys? How are you?
We're good. It's a big day. We have two top commenters, my friend.
Hey, how are you, brother?
How are you? Two top commenters.
Well, my
and
man,
And who else?
Two top players.
Mikey.
My favorite comments of your match against Sam, he's lost his cue ball.
Happens all the time, right? I thought you would
lost
give
his
me.
cue ball.
I thought you would give me a compliment. You say, "Oh, you
I
lost your
like,
cue ball too often."
all my
No,
heavens.
he lost his. I mean, I only said it once, and he did lose it. He did lose
No,
the
it
cue
was
ball.
at least 3 times.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. I'll rein it in.
Bring it in.
Huh? Apparently I said lose your cue ball too much.
It's okay.
You said lose the cue ball?
I want honest. Losing my cue ball. I want
I
honest
gave him,
comment.
I gave you compliments too, I hope.
Of course. She's just like seeing the negative stuff.
Are you ready to rumble?
Oh, wait, wrong kind of event. I won't be doing this for everybody. This is just because Stevie, my boy's playing.
Okay. Anytime you
FYI.
want. I mean, anytime you.
This is only because I love Stevie.
And because Amsterdam are buying my drinks, that's why I said I would do it.
I said I'm not coming in here for commentary
joking.
today. This is only out of love for Stevie.
My match actually cancelled, so my guy Alex pulled out.
I can't sell myself for free every day.
I can't sell myself.
You can go GoFundMe if you want.
Fuck me.
Did you go live?
Go funk me.
For everybody listening,
Yeah, you're live, guys, by the way.
I know, right?
What?
You're live. You're live.
Yes,
People
I
can
want
hear-
money. Guys,
Can you stop the recording and start again, please?
I want to get paid when I do a good job. Go fund this. Right, it looks like you're looking at you. Is that what
No,
you're
no,
looking
that's
at?
not live.
Oh, okay.
That's just this
But
webcam.
that's the live stream is this.
Okay. So we should probably share it, right?
We should, I guess, mate.
And you're gonna see whatever you see in front.
I think we should share.
Oh yeah, on. I thought you would talk about this.
What is this? What is this nonsense?
Pascal's on your website or Amsterdam? Where's Sean? Sean? Notifications. Alaska is live. It says he's been live for 2 minutes. 7 minutes. Alright, so how do I do this? I'm watching this video on TV.
I'm sharing to a bunch of shares.
If I just want to share it on mine, do I have to do anything special?
No, mate, you just press share now. Where did you press share to? Right post, there you go. So once you click share, right post, and then make it public. And you can write something if you want. I won't bother because it looks like it's been shared everywhere. And you're the straight pull guy, so.
Smooth vocals.
The sultry dulcet tones. Jazz live. There we go, Lipsky just mopping up.
So Lipsky's warmed up. Hey, Bob. I can't just like share it just for one person, right?
No, right post.
Oh, so I have to do the post if I do it that way. I already did that.
All right. Okay, guys, the players are almost ready. Mike's almost ready in the box with me here. I think Lipsky's just gone to wash his hands. So we're probably just going to have one more rack for Sean here just to loosen up. Table's been cleaned and all our equipment is working.
Alaska scrubbed the table before they started.
It's the first time I've seen the table cleaned.
It's no longer green blue, it's now green.
It's actual green. Hey, thanks, Max. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Already got 20 viewers chomping at the bit for this one. Local favourite, Sean Alaska Morgan. And the killer that is
Steve,
Patterns.
the New York straight pull champion.
New York straight pull god.
Cool.
Plays some mean 9-ball as well, but don't let him. You'll never catch him playing it.
We should give Steve a nickname like.
He has got a nickname.
The Zeus of, Patterns, Stevie Patterns.
Yeah. Want to put a headset on yet? I feel stupid. Come on,
I'm still.
talk to me.
Yes. All right. Oh, he's here now.
Here he is. So Sean's just going to clean up these last balls, and I think we'll go ahead and get the lag started. Please do give us a like and a share, guys. Pascal does this for the love of the game. Using all of his own equipment.
Just testing to see if you can hear me as well. If one of our mics are down, just let us know. Pascal's on this with his beautiful graphics and numbering for the guys.
I need to see if Alaska's going to break my 10-second shot clock record. What do you think?
It's possible. Guys, the logo will disappear before the match starts when they do the lag. That's just so you guys know who's playing. So, Rick, that'll be down shortly. Just give these guys a second to warm up.
Alaska's on the table more than the cloth, so I'm expecting a good showing from him.
He's been playing strong lately. It is extremely humid in the room, guys. So we might see a few more misses than typical.
A few weird bounces, a few Earl Stricklands. Okay, guys, the people are ready. My name's Del Sim, joined in the booth by Mike Yednak, two avid straight pool fans. And we love to get in the booth whenever we're asked, especially down here at our home room in Amsterdam. I'm just doing this like that. All right, let's go. Let's go, guys. Guys, we are on the Facebook stream as well. So if you've got any questions, comments, please do share and like. We'll try and follow along with those as best we can.
We got action. We got action.
We got action. Mikey Salerno, what's up, buddy? Mikey's been playing in lots of competition recently. I'd like to see him down Amsterdam a bit more, I'll be honest.
I see Del Sim join. Oh, shit.
That's me, I'm here.
Judy. That's Jude Rosenstock. Jude, thanks for watching. I know you're a big Lippers fan.
Hang on a minute, how did Steve Lipsky just join? Oh, there he is, he's at the table, just scrolling through his friend list. Yep, good to go.
Born ready, Alaska. Let's go. Make it rain. Hey, Eddie. Did you see the lag? Looks like Steve won the lag, so Alaska should be breaking, guys.
This is Lipsky's home table. Is that a thing, James? I've never noticed that before. So once he has his Timberland boots on,
He's
are we
ready
saying
to.
he's unplayable or unbeatable?
He's ready to bring the storm.
I think it gives him an extra inch, which I've heard is valuable.
I'll keep my mouth shut on that one, Del, but we all know what we're thinking. This is a PG-13 commentary.
I just meant it gives him a bit of extra reach, that extra inch.
That extra, yeah.
In the heel.
Yep. He doesn't need an extension or any other toys.
Oh, okay, we'll see.
Steve also plays good left hand. Oh wait, he's left-handed.
Let's see what Alaska can do on the break here. See if he can keep the rack nice and combined. Doesn't want to leave Steve an early opportunity. As we all know, he's more than capable of running a few out the gate, and that's not the best break.
No, he's in trouble here. He left the 5. I don't see any dead balls, so Steve's gonna have to come with a decent shot, the 5-ball long distance shot. And,
yeah, what do you see after the 5 though? Because I think everything, unless he's going to leave a combo on the 2-1 maybe.
Yeah,
you just play this dead weight.
I might try to come up back for the 15, but that's a little risky, you know.
I think the 11 goes as well, doesn't it? The 11 goes to the bottom left corner as we look.
I personally would try to come up a little bit and play for the 11 or the 15.
Yeah, so not a difficult opening shot, but the position element is what he's kind of just taking his time on. That's why he opted for power.
Yeah, he tried to generate something. He has the 2-ball. Not a gimme.
But again, probably doesn't want to attack the pack from the rear here, so we might see him spin out and come back around the angles.
I don't think there's any feature in that. If he can clip the 1, he'll probably have shape on the 1 next.
Yeah, maybe clip the 1 ball. He's just taking his time over it.
It might be too thin on the 2 to clip the 1, in which case it's very tough.
Yeah, I'd probably come back around. I'd come back around to maybe 3 rails and then try to afford some position either on that 11 or the 15. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get lucky here with the bounce. The 15 just popped out nicely for him.
He's still in trouble here. I'm not sure if the 11 goes in the corner, so he might have played position for the 11 in the side.
Definitely tried to clip the 12 there, didn't he? He tried to clip the 12 on the outside edge.
I think so. I think he was trying to clip the 12. I think he was just trying to get a little good roll there. I don't think he really planned too much ahead on that shot.
Yeah. I don't know, is there a 3-ball? No. So the 15 come twice across the table. Play the 11.
No, he's playing safe. It's a good shot.
Too cagey for me. Gotta attack that.
Yeah. No, I thought it may be playing the 15 and leaving the cue ball back up table, but this takes away all shots.
Yeah.
Sean's looking to maybe tie him up on the 10. You know, just clip the 3, put him underneath the 10 and the 1.
Yeah, I think that's the shot. That's definitely the shot for me. Everything else doesn't really afford any safety.
Yeah,
I just don't know. Our angle's pretty limited, so...
I might take an intentional foul here and try to, you know, maybe roll up on the 13, and so I had room to clip the 13 and put the cue ball back in the stack. Obviously, Steve had that same option, but still has to be executed.
Oh, I didn't see that from here, but he does have the 15. Can just... Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't like this. Well,
He's
no.
leaving a combo, so... Good cue ball.
I don't dislike this, actually. It's a smart shot. He hit it really well, so...
Yeah, it didn't leave any option there, which was nice. Look at the 7-9. There is a little gap there between the 7-9, so it's not dead. It would have to be made.
Yeah, there's about a ball between the two.
Hey, what's up, Eddie? Eddie Kunz, my man from Long Island. Hoping for a speedy recovery, mate. Recently had a spinal injury, and I can't believe he's up and walking around already. Absolute beast.
This will be an incredible shot from Steve if he pulls this out.
Yeah, it's going to open the pack right up as well. I mean, if he plays this with pace, I think you're going to see the rest of the ball spread. Would be a very risky shot to take on, but obviously doesn't see a good safety. So I think, I'm not sure if he's called this or whether he's going to do it.
Yeah, he did.
There we go. Wow.
Stay in the pocket. As long as he doesn't get a bad roll and scratch on the side, he'll be all right.
Look at that. Great shot.
That was a brilliant shot from Steve. Very aggressive. Shows his pocketing. I think he's got to get rid of 11 first here. What do you think, Del?
Yeah, I mean, again, his little problem balls are down here in the corner, the 10, 12, and 1. But he won't rush. He won't rush getting around the angles here.
Yeah, apparently 3 goes between the 14 and 8.
I think the 12 combos the 10, so I don't think he'll be too worried about disturbing these balls.
I think he's going to use the 14 to open them up right now, actually.
Yeah, but straight behind it. Again, doesn't want to take any risk.
Yeah.
Again, cannoning into these balls, that is risky.
Yeah. No insurance at this point.
Yeah, absolutely no insurance.
So apparently the 112 is better than the 1210. So That's what he was playing for, and that's why he was trying to get better on that 14.
I think he might play the 10 ball actually.
Nah, he's playing the combo 112.
I don't like it. It has to be made. Definitely got around it, but left another combo. So this is an inning which is 1-2. This is his third combo in the same inning.
And I play at 13-8.
Yeah, 13-8's a good shot too.
That also,
I
that also
prefer
solves
that.
a problem and maintains your break ball, the 15 ball, but he doesn't like it, so he's got to take out his break shot. I suspect we'll see an under the stack break shot at this moment unless something else creates.
Here we go, people. That's combo to combo. He deliberately left the combo, I believe, on the 7-6 here.
Yeah, he might develop the 13 here.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely focused on pocketing the ball, but there is the likelihood that he could develop the 13.
Here's the thing. He's definitely going to bump into the 13 because you want to leave the 15 next. He just makes sure that he doesn't leave the cue ball tight to anything. Oh wow, the 10 ball went. Look at that. We didn't see that one, Mike.
No, that's...
We need the overhead.
Yeah.
Pascal, get the overhead.
He's actually got a pretty good angle here.
Yeah, he can follow through here. Because I think the 6 goes at the bottom of this stack.
Yeah,
Looks like he's going to play the 7
playing the
long.
7, yeah.
Beautiful.
So it looks like 7-15, 6, develop the 13, play the 8 ball as the key ball. That's what we're looking at right now. 7, if it goes.
Hey Steve, stop listening to the commentators. You know your own patterns. We are very close to the table, people, so there is no... we'll have to try and talk a bit more quietly. Because mine and Mike's combined knowledge is way more than anyone at the table. Twisted.
Yeah, he might have tried to develop the 13 there and clip the 13 out. So he
Yeah.
might overcut it, or it was just a tough angle.
I think he twisted his backhand a little bit. We were right behind that, and just jolted on it. It wasn't a clean stroke.
I find myself, when it's humid conditions, I miss those a lot more because I'm not sure how much the ball's going to twist. You know, like...
Just put it in the center of the pocket, pal. That was a nice shot by Sean. Just developed a break ball as well. Looks like if the 8 ball has stayed up high enough there, he can use that as a break ball.
You could also go 13-6, develop the 8, and then use the 7 to get on the 6. Or on the 8 ball. 13-6.
Yeah, I prefer playing this in the side, the 13-6 first.
Yeah, me too. Because I can develop the 8 if the 8's too low with the 6.
Correct. But Sean's known for his aggression, so I fully expect him to stay aggressive. Come the right hand side of the 6, and just float above the 8. He doesn't want to leave it too straight here. I think
Maybe
he's too straight, isn't he?
maybe the 8's high enough in the stack.
Maybe just leave the cue ball in the stack here. What do you think? Yeah. Just pop that one
I
there.
think you called it. Ace, thanks for watching, man. Good to hear from you. Hopefully sometime you can swing by ABC here. Maybe we can shoot a little. Thanks everyone for joining, guys. Good thing is Pascal's keeping the score, so we don't have to.
Score at the moment is 10-4. 10-4 in favor of Steve. Again, you see that that 8 ball is very low in the stack here. So you may see Sean have to come down and back up against this. I don't think he can draw into the pack with any real force.
I think he's going to miss the stack on this shot.
You think he'll miss the stack?
I think he'll miss the
So I
stack.
think he has to come play this with follow and try and hit one of the corner balls.
Try and hit the 3 or the 4, yeah.
Yeah, try and hit the 3 or the 5 there.
He can't hit the 5, I don't think. But maybe the 3 or 4 on the right corner.
Can't
he
go
can
steep
clip.
enough. He's going to try and draw this, by the way, he's queuing it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything good coming from that if he did clip it. So
No,
he's got a
definitely
good
see-
safety. But
Safety is easy now.
he's got to check the 13, make sure it's not dead before he does this, though. I don't think it is, but he should check the 13, make sure there's nothing dead.
Yeah, there was no real advantage. Although the shot was on, there was no real advantage going into the pack there. I think just what you said there, Mike, I think he's maybe just looked at that and thought,
How do you feel about that safety you just played? I would have definitely put the cue ball up table and left the 3 ball underneath the stack there.
I would have, like you say, if that 13 was dead or makeable off of the
Off the 4, yeah, then you don't do that. Then you do this.
yeah. So he's just reducing the risk, I think. Steve just plays the same shot. Although Alaska's got a good safe here, he can really stick him on the pack if he wants to play an aggressive shot. Just dead into the 14.
And there's no future with going at this 3, right? You wouldn't take this on, would you?
No, there's no future in that. I mean, again, it's an aggressive shot, but you're not getting any real power coming back.
Yeah, I couldn't shoot at this.
Unless he's just playing for a position and then play it into the side of the pack, you know.
Right.
Maybe play the 3 ball, take it out, and then put the cue ball into the side of the stack.
I think there's too high of a risk of missing the ball and leaving Steve an easier shot rather than going for it and trying to play position. at
Whenever
safety.
Alaska plays, the last thing he's thinking of is missing a pot.
This is true.
He's dialed in. Played a safety, called that, and just left the ball down the end, so it was nice. As we all know, Alaska's a great single ball potter.
Right, the way he played that was a very intelligent shot. I'm surprised that the ball doesn't get spotted on the top of the rack.
Yeah, I don't think anything's moved, so
Yeah, it's a little
I mean, I don't know if Lipsky's just playing the game there.
favoring Steve now.
Yeah, because he gets to play a soft safe here. I'm sure when Alaska watches that back, he'll probably just question that and maybe look at why that wasn't spotted on the top ball. Or is there a rule that once there's 1 ball away from it, once there's 1 ball away from the pack, does it automatically go behind?
I've played a lot of straight pull and I've provided tournament play, refereeing and that kind of stuff. I've never heard of that rule, so I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to freeze him on the 6 here, I think, and just
Yeah, he needs to be careful he doesn't push the 5 ball down any too far.
or the 9 ball up. He's either going to play it off the 7 or off the 6 and freeze him, though.
Yeah, I think the 6 is the right ball. Play the 7, just. Nice easy safety again though. Just clip off the 6 or the 9 and just go up table on this.
Yeah, as long as it's not a dead scratch off the 6 in the corner, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, I think thin enough you can just take this to the top rail definitely.
So the league this season has Dell, it has Alaska, it has Steve, it has Zion, it has
Tony.
Pretty incredible group of guys.
We're just missing Mika and Mike, and it would be a full roster.
Yeah, if we had that, if we had a full roster, I think we could just do a gold division that was like just a round
150
robin
only.
bros, yeah. Which I think would be the move.
Well, it's good to see Zion. Zion's made the effort to come down and play in a different room. Normally see Zion over at Steinway or some of the more Brooklyn, Queensboro places.
Yeah, he goes to Carom Cafe a bit as well.
I mean, is Sean thinking about attacking the 8 ball here? That's insane, surely.
Actually, on that note, just a quick shout out to High Rock Productions. They've always been really good with pool and trying to make it better. I just want to do a quick shout out to their company.
So Sean taking his time, which means he's unsure of whether to attack here or whether to go safe. The safety for me is the only option because...
Yeah, there is no attack. I'd either take a foul or play off the 6. If he goes for this 8, I mean, that's a...
This is how Sean plays. You have to kind of let him do his thing, you know?
Right, but this is a 50% chance of coming through this, you know,
No, it's
and
nothing.
making it.
It's a 10% shot.
And after he hits the 8, he's going to have to play a 4-2 combo. I don't think he'll be able to hold the cue for the 2 alone. So you're
Depends
playing
on-
a shot to nothing to play a nothing shot.
Oh, you should coin that one. That's a good phrase, Mike. Huh?
Right. Now Steve gets the 2 ball and gets to run some balls. This is a
It
top
was,
outside English, so top right play here.
Very, very low percentage from Sean. Surprised, like you say, that he took it. For me, it's a 1 in 10 or a 10% shot. Didn't really afford any real guarantees there.
Position after. I mean, I understand if you're gonna have an out after, you know, the risk reward makes up for it.
I love Alaska. I love that he's a crowd pleaser. That's a man after my own heart. But in straight pool, I don't think you can be a crowd pleaser. You have to be Johnny percentage, you know, and you have to look at these percentage shots the same way you would at a poker stack and say, you know what, am I drawing blind? You know, am I drawing dead, or do I have possible outs?
Must have felt like he couldn't clip the 6 and play a quality safe. You know, that's the only way that I could see going for what he went for, but I still would have taken a foul.
Yeah, I mean, the 6 ball, it definitely, he could have played it long and left nothing.
Or just take an intentional foul, put the cue up there, and then play a safe off the 8.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching, guys. Appreciate the views.
Steve going long on the 13. Again, overhit it. But I've noticed Steve really likes that shot. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of taking it long like that.
It's a shot that, like,
But he plays it more than most, I've noticed.
yeah, I feel myself like I'll hit the long rail and have it jar more than I should. You know,
And
that's
playing
a
it at that
lower
pace as
percentage
well,
shot.
that's a confident shot.
So he got out of line though here.
Yeah, overhit it. So I'm wondering if he thought that he would actually hit the pack there, maybe. I think he's looking at the 9-6 again. The 9-6 again has to be made. It's not dead, but he's already made like a gajillion
He's gonna play a
combos
safe off
this
the
set
5, I
already.
think.
Yeah, it's a sensible shot, and I think Sean should be taking lead. If Sean wants to win this match, he's going to have to play good safety as well as good aggression. It's going to have to be a balance of both.
He's
Can't
gonna have
just
to play
be all
good
out
straight
attack.
pull, not just good pull.
Another one, Mike. Have you been reading the back of milk bottles?
Yes. I think I have my picture on a milk carton somewhere.
Somebody abandoned you some years ago. I don't know, that might have been.
Steve sees something there. It must be the 6 ball.
Yeah, he really attacked that. And now he's just created a nice spready and a break ball. So out of that, Sean doesn't really need to do too much else here except for clear up around the 15
This
there.
is where Tony Robles just came in town, guys.
Tony, man, how you doing? You want to say hi to the fans?
I can't tell you how happy I am to see what you're doing.
It was great.
Right here, man. Seriously, man. I know how much you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, everyone. Man, this is an incredible match, and I appreciate you tuning in here at Amsterdam Billiards to watch this phenomenal match between Steve Lipsky and Sean Morgan.
Who do you have tonight? Ah. So Tony will be in action a little bit later today. So looking here at Sean, again, he wants to play around this 15. The 15 is the ideal break ball. I would suggest clearing up some of this down the left-hand side of the table and see which key ball. I mean, he has a couple of choices for key balls here. I'd probably take the 9 out the way first, or he's going to come down for the 1 ball. A bit of a heavy contact there, so cue ball thudded as it went through. He's taking a bit of risk leaving the line up there. Means that his positional play has to be spot on now.
Yeah, with where he was, I might have considered playing a beneath the stack break shot with that.
Yeah, definitely.
That last ball yet, but now.
Absolutely.
Now he's forced to hold on to that 15.
I see Richard Sue has joined us in the chat as well. Shout out to Rich there over in Brooklyn. Great cue repair guy and tip maintenance.
Yeah.
Fantastic cue maker. He's got one in the pipeline for me, so stay tuned. That'll be the new Highlander sword.
Laska's been playing quality position here. You got good on this 9. You can pull up a little bit and leave a half ball hit.
I mean, I would like just to leave the same line as the cue ball's on now.
Yeah, nice and parallel.
Just nice and parallel. I mean, he left a real. I mean, that's an aggressive angle. I'd like to draw that back a little bit, wouldn't you?
I would have, but I do like how this is going to spread. I mean, as long as he pockets the ball.
Yeah, I just don't like such an acute cut. You know, I'd rather put my own power into it than the pace of the cue ball and guarantee the shot. You know.
I got you. If you guys know the fraction system, this is probably like a quarter ball hit. So a quarter of the cue ball is hitting the 15 ball. So it's not an edge to edge, but we're starting to get near that edge to edge line.
I also feel that when you're more parallel to the ball, you get better control with the cue ball as it goes. You know, this is going to spread everything wide open, and if you miss the pot, then your opponent's just
you should have a good 20 shots after this, but I've seen bad things happen too.
Yeah, sorry about that, Lou. My tip coming off was probably the best thing that happened to me last week. Here we go. Let's see. Everything into the pot. Your eye shouldn't be doing anything else except looking at the pot.
Yeah, he's got the pocket in the way, so he's a little concerned about friction from the rubber on the pocket.
Whenever Sean hesitates on a pot, you know it's difficult. So preferring to get his hand on the table so that it's not.
$1 he makes this. What do you want?
You bet a dollar? I'll take a dollar. Why not?
Bam.
All right, I'm $1 down. Someone keep a score for me in the chat room there. I'll be getting that $1 back.
So I would play position on the 13 off the 3. Get that internal ball out, and then he's got a lot more options with the other balls. So 3,
See,
13.
the British in me would just cut the 13 into the side pocket, but I know that's not what you guys like over here.
Yeah, I think he got there.
Yeah, he did. He has multiple options now. I mean,
yeah, the 1-2 may be wired as well, or very close to in line.
It's 2 very comfortable break balls. He has the 12 and the 15. The 12 and the 5 right now.
He hit that ball a hair too hard. I think he was playing for the 13 and just hit it a little hard.
But here's the thing: you can always come back around for that. Play the 6, and then use the 9 ball to come back behind these balls again.
Yeah, you could also go 6, 7, 8 and get back over there. Yeah, there's a lot of options.
But Sean loves to draw. I mean, it also had a dead straight in on the
the combo.
On the combo. I think there would have been other options I explored before taking a combo there. Like to eliminate all risk.
Good shot.
Yeah, 1 ball goes.
So if everything were ideal, I would leave the 6 to the 10 or the 6 to the 12 as my last 2 balls. I would have also developed the 4 there. That way I could use the 9 to the 4. Now he hit the underside of the 4. If he'd hit it square, he could have developed the 4 as a break shot.
Agreeing with you there. We didn't want to find the gap there. That's really limited him, so probably have to take the 9 ball now. Depending on how straight he is. See if he can drift down for the 4. If not, it'll just he should just stop this dead.
He's leaving himself on the rail a lot, and
Yeah, you can't do that.
as a pool player, I know that I'm playing a little rough when I'm close to the rail a lot. You know, I know my speed's off, but hopefully he can lock in the speed soon and make his game a little easier. He's going to have to work a lot if he keeps that up.
Yeah, positional play is not there right now. Needs to get the cue ball back on a string.
Yeah, he just lost it again there. He's got to play the 11 ball.
I think he might be able to see the 7 actually. If he can see the 7, he'll definitely take it. I just don't know if he can see the putting angle from where I'm sat.
Yeah, he just took away his key ball. You know, that was a good key ball. He just had to shoot.
It's like,
If I'm playing the 7, which obviously if he can see it, he's got to play it. I'm trying to go into the 5 here.
yeah, it has multiple options, you know. It doesn't have to put too much force on this cue ball, but you may see him follow it through with a high right English.
Try to get on the 4.
Yeah, try and get around the angles here.
Yeah, with a bridge, I had difficulty getting on the 4. Looks like he got there.
Played that very nicely. That was a nice shot.
Now me, I get rid of the 4 and I play position 11 immediately, and then I make it a half table game.
What I like about this visit is Sean's keeping Steve in the chair, you know. Keep him guessing.
Yeah.
And again, now he just needs to start selecting the right routes.
Yeah.
Now's the time where we can just kind of just make a little pattern out of this.
Yeah, what do you like here?
I like the
Obviously,
11. I like to take the 11 out first and
play
then see
position
what
to
I've got
10.
left. Yeah, just see what I've got left when I come back down the table here. I quite like the little triangle he's left there with the 12,
Okay.
14.
I like 14-5 and having the 12 or the 10 as my break ball.
Yeah, that's another good option. I just don't know if the 12 is a little high for me.
Yeah, I like the 12. I think the 12 is juicy.
Yeah, it has an option here. I mean, depending on where his cue ball finishes, like you say, he'll have the 5 or the 12. Oh man, did not want to do that. And I don't think either of these balls go. Sean drops to his knees. Not the first time.
Yeah, Steve's behind him. That's a rough.
Very, very disappointed. No way he should have overpowered it. If he was going to go that way, he should have gone 2 rails and
Yeah,
made
he
sure
definitely.
that
He either had to hit that a lot harder or a lot softer. And I don't think you could hold that ball up. I think you had to hit it harder, to be honest. I wouldn't have liked to slow roll that ball in.
a little bit of adrenaline buzz there probably just gave him a little bit. But knowing Sean, he'll probably try and bank this somewhere.
Yeah, Sean is actually a very strong banker and a very strong one-pocket player. Anyone looking for action,
Yeah, let's see.
he'll be your Huckleberry.
There he is. He's eyeing up the bank on the 12. He needs to be careful that he doesn't. If he's going to try and play shape on this, he needs to be careful that it doesn't come back and hit the cue ball. There it is. Oh my God! What? Oh wow.
Wow.
Almost got it. Absolutely perfect.
Aside from the distance, yeah.
Wow. But look at the line. He finished on the right line. You know, that was tough to do playing a bank shot. If you're Lipsky now, do you go rail first into this? Try and spin it 2 rails?
You know what? I hit the right side of the 12 very thin and try to go 2 rails, short rail, back towards the 5. That's what I do. I don't like the 3 rail position.
This is why you're a very sexy man, Mike. I'd go
let's see
rail
if
first and go 2 and out.
Yeah, this is
why
going to require perfect speed, and Steve just nailed it right in the center of the
It's
table.
like he's in my head. It's like he's in my head.
That shot Steve just played, he made it look easy, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, that speed control, especially on this table, very tough to do.
The shot I was talking about, you had to miss the 5 and maintain proper speed, but the line was going to be there the whole time. Once you hit the 12 ball, the cue ball was going to be in line the whole time. It's just how close we got it. But Steve made it where he got perfect shape and easy. He's going to use low outside up, I believe, on this shot. And he did a strun draw. He didn't do a pure draw like Thorsten and Johnny Schmidt might have drawn that all the way back to the rail and back up.
Just to recap on the score there, the score is currently 26-15, Steve at the table.
Yeah, guys, if you're looking for the score, I believe it's at the top right and left corner, visible at all times. Pascal's program is pretty awesome, and you can see everything really clearly. Anyone interested, I believe, in buying that software, I think Pascal might be
Free for now, still free.
still free for the moment. Until people realize how awesome it is.
Another heavy contact there. I noticed they're getting a lot of skids. That's just the humidity here. He wanted to be a lot lower on this ball. I don't think he wanted to take the 13 just yet. Forced into it now.
Yeah, he's got the 5 and he's got insurance with the 2, so he's going to play the 15 ball, go right into the 3
ball.
And he'll have lots of options after, but he should have the 2 at a minimum.
Beautiful.
Okay, hit the 8 instead.
Who calls it a Geico again? So it's the Geico ball.
Yep,
Who coined that one?
the Geico.
The Geico. Is that a Tony Robles?
That might be a Robles. I'm not sure, actually.
He said he loves having a Geico ball. Or the insurance ball. Which Steve had he stuck on the bottom of the pack there, he definitely had the 2 ball
Yeah,
as an insurance.
he got more draw. I was able to go into the 8 instead of the 3. I actually think the 3 would have had a better break result.
It would have, yeah. It would have pushed more. Certainly would have spread the balls more. As it is now, you might see Steve try and go into them again if he has angle.
Well, the good thing is he maintained that insurance, so if he can get on the 8
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
or the 2, he can go into the stack and I'll have one of the 2 as insurance. Right now he's going to have the 2 ball, but he might be able to draw into the 4 here. I'm not sure what angle, but how the 8 is insurance.
See how aggressive he wants to be. Yeah, taking the opportunity.
After he plays the 8, the 6 goes, and everything's hunky-dory, except he doesn't have a break shot.
Yeah. That's what I mean. No break shot at the moment, but that's not to say that he can't develop one off any of these balls here. He might be able to do it here, actually. Just come into the 6 ball, maybe push the 9 across. Just needs to push one of these balls outside of the triangle.
I'll be surprised if he gets a break shot here, but maybe.
Just chose to come around it instead.
Yeah, I think he was playing for the 6 there. I'm not sure if he got there.
As so often is the way, right? When you're trying to pick around these, you try and work too hard for a break ball, don't you? I can't remember who used to tell me. He said
He's going to push the 4 down for a break shot right now. So he's going to play the 6.
No, I don't think he is. Is he going to come up high on it?
All right, then what he's doing is he's going to go 3, 14, 11, 6. No, he's double crossing me.
What do you think? Play the 4 and push the 9 out?
That's what I thought, but he doesn't have any insurance.
Yeah, so it's, I mean,
So
there
he
is.
can't do that.
There's yeah, that's definitely what he's doing.
He's going to leave that 14 ball 7 diamonds away, I guess. And then the 11's his key ball.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's just a little bit straight. I think he's a lot straighter than what he wanted to be. But still managed it. That's perfect.
Well, the position to the 11 was always what I was worried about for your key ball.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, he can use a heavy inside on this. I don't know if he's going to use inside or come behind the 11.
I might play short side position here.
Yeah, playing that much inside. I agree with you. I'd have played outside and come behind
Come
the 11.
underneath and play the 11 up table. Yep.
Come underneath the 11. I mean, that's a heavy shot to play with that much inside English at that pace.
At that distance.
At that distance, exactly.
With this humidity. You just,
He just made the shot. Made the shot 5 times harder. Sean finished dead straight on that one. So
Kimmy's watching. Thanks for watching, Kim.
is that our new assistant GM?
It is our assistant GM at the pad.
That's it now.
At our second pad.
She's VVIP now. She's promoted herself.
Very, very important person.
Very, very important person. Yeah, chose to, rather than draw that back, to make sure that you... I saw that.
Last guy's trying to hurt himself some more while he plays.
Yeah, we've all been known for a bit of self-harm playing pool. He just actually did it.
I think I might have hit that with a little bit of inside. Would you have? Just to make sure I was off the rail?
Just to make sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be playing that from the rail.
And
Inside or outside, one of the two. Just choose which one you're more comfortable with.
yeah, as I mentioned before, when you're on the rail a lot, you're playing a little under your normal speed. He's just having speed control issues.
I don't know if you can see that there, but the offensive play index, it's favouring Sean at the moment, so Sean's been the more aggressive of the two.
Yeah, surprisingly, we
Shot clock's about the same, but then there hasn't been much table time right now.
yeah, we're almost even here, 27-28.
There's my dollar back. Thanks very much.
No, I didn't gamble on that one.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay.
No, that one I did not.
I'm just going to pretend you did, so we're even. Again, Lipsky comes to a really nice table there. I think the 11 goes, and he's going to smash the pack wide open here. Yeah, nice arcing follow shot there. You saw the cue ball arc around the
Yeah,
pack.
that was a little Miserak follow on that shot.
Cheeky Miserak. Oh, I like that.
Nice and smooth, and Miserak used to just bite right through the rack like that with the follow.
Yeah, sometimes, you just have to avoid that double hit, and playing the follow just takes the cue up and away from any kind of double hit contact, as if you were playing draw.
Yep. I think he's going to play the 14 and get down underneath and try to get these balls. There's a couple little trouble areas, the 6-4 and the 12-8-2, all negotiable. But there'll be things he'll start to address as quickly as possible. He's also got the 5-7 blocking that lower pocket.
100%. Steve took the lead there with that shot. So Steve now moving into the lead. What would you say? Would you say he's a better front runner than he is coming from behind?
It's funny, I haven't really thought about that with Stevie.
Because I think, he might have the wonderful gift of having both attributes, but I often find you're either better attacking from a deficit as opposed to protecting a lead.
There are definitely guys that I think of that way, like Alex Pagulain, for example, is one of those guys. He can come from behind like nobody's business. I think he almost puts himself in the hole so that he starts to play.
Yeah, maybe some people like being
game.
under the gun, so it focuses them.
Speaking of Alex, guys, if you're in the New York area, Alex is coming around. Please feel free to reach out to me on Facebook if you're at all interested in lessons. He's going to be around the 20th through the 22nd and the 3rd through the 7th in the New York area, guys. So anyone interested, reach out to me. Back to the match. Looks like Steve's got the 15 ball out play position on the 12. Solve that 8-2 situation and then move on from there.
The thing I like about Steve's game, he's never afraid to take the long ball. Even though he's got shape there on an easier 13, notice is that even though it's a straight in up the rail, it was the better choice. It was the better strategic choice. And when you clear a rack of straight pull, Steve's your man to kind of watch.
Absolutely, he's going to create the 2 ball here in this shot as well.
Yeah, just nudged it out. Still has the 6 and the 4 are both good break balls as well.
Right, and I don't know if he got the 2 far enough out to where it's a viable break shot. The 6 is definitely ideal.
Yeah, 2's still in the rack, so he's going to use these 2 just to
clear a pocket for the 4.
Clear a pocket for the 4, exactly.
So he'll probably go 2-8 at some point. Hopefully 2-8, 1, 3, 4.
Because the 4's a great key ball just to draw off. Play the 3 straight behind the 4.
Yeah, 2-8, 1, 3, 4 is his pattern.
Maybe, no, he's not going to play the 4 now. So I'm not even looking at it. Just wants to come down straight. Come down straight behind the 3, right? Just played a little bit of outside English there to check to open up the angle.
He wanted to favor going to the long rail here so that he wouldn't be on the wrong side of the 3, and I think he got perfect. Probably just drift up a ball, you know.
Yeah, being directly behind this 4 ball is going to be perfect, just like that.
Now, if you
Oh
got
baby,
too much angle, you could go to the rail and out, but I think he got perfect. I think he can just stun this straight up,
yeah,
and he'll try to stay parallel to the 6.
yeah. This side of the table, anywhere this side of the table is perfect.
Yeah, nice and parallel to the 6. So beautiful out there. Wasn't afraid to leave that ball that was tied up to be the last ball, which is a very Danny Berruti-ish
Yeah,
run out, you know.
yeah.
We all in the New York area had the benefit of being tortured by Danny for years. Zvi and I, Zion and I were talking about yesterday, we would play Danny regularly and then go get some pizza at Artichoke right after. But miss Danny. Danny, I hope you're well.
No, Zion's never played straight ball before, apparently.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, he keeps telling us. What is this game?
Okay, he drew the bejesus out of that ball.
The Thorsten Homan draw shot.
Has a little nasty three ball tie up with the 9,
yeah.
12, 8.
I don't like attacking that anyway.
But I do believe the 11, if he can get pretty thick on it, will alleviate that problem. Maybe play the 2 on the side and get proper angle on the 11 to go into those.
Think he'll protect the 5? Think he'll work around the 5 as a break ball?
I don't know. His
Too
priority
early to say.
His priority is definitely going to be to get rid of that problem.
Just a little clean-up operation going on right now. Just working the balls around, just opening up pockets for every ball to go in every pocket. Could actually attack it off the 10 here. Go the 10 into the 9.
Could.
And he definitely leaves himself a couple of insurance balls there as well.
He does. He's
But
weighing
can
out
you
the
get
risk
any real
reward.
pace? Can you get any real pace into this? And if he clips it thin, does he go? I mean, he has the 14 hanging as well. So
He could be left up table, so with the 14 there, that's probably the right play.
yeah, just play like a high left.
Soft though.
Played it nicely. Now the 13 combos the 9 once he clears the 11. So no major problems left now. Once he clears this 11, everything goes.
Yeah, so at this point, I do believe he's going to try to hold a 5. You know, he doesn't have to use it to get rid of that problem.
And the 2 ball's a nice key ball. Could even leave those combos to the end. Play the 13-9, stop it dead.
You know, 13-2 is not a bad key ball. If you were to play
Yeah.
13-9, 13-2, and then roll up for the 5 balls or break shot, that would be a nice
Ideal,
little
right?
pattern, yeah. Stevie stretch now.
Stevie stretch.
So I suspect he's going to play position on the 7 or the 1 here.
And this is what Sean didn't want. He didn't want Steve at the table in full. I mean, this is Steve in full gear now.
Yeah, this is clinic time.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got an open table. Sean left him an open table.
Yeah, Sean missed a break shot, which is anytime you miss a break shot on this level, it's
You need to be punished.
you're going to get punished.
So you think 7, 14, 8, and then come around for
Yeah,
these other
exactly what
two?
you said. 7, 14, 8, 13, 9, 13, 2. Position on the 5 ball for your break shot.
Perfect.
You'll want to get pretty straight on the 8 so you can get close to the 13-9 combo, though.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
close.
not ideal. But it's enough to hold it dead. And like I say, that combo is absolutely wired. So it doesn't need to do too much to the cue ball just to stop it dead here.
If you notice, Steve's cueing is very far from the cue ball for his level. Most guys get a little closer on their cueing action to the cue.
Yeah. Again, I think he'll use the combo here to his advantage to kind of hold the cue ball straighter than what it would normally.
I would play position on the 2 here. I'd bail out of what I had, and I'd play position on the 2.
No. I mean, with how close it was wired, he actually used the combo to his advantage there to hold the cue ball.
Right, I got you.
He doesn't mind going long again. I think he's going to have to go long and leave more of an acute angle than he wanted. You might see him just follow a little bit higher than what he should do normally.
Yeah, this is the same angle that Sean had in the first shot that we bet $1 on.
Can I get the dollar now?
I'll bet you $1 Steve makes it.
But I want to take the make this time.
You want to take the make this
I
time?
want to take the make.
You want me to do that because you're my friend? Because I can consider that, because I believe Steve's going to make this.
Right now we're not friends, Mike.
This is a
Just
bet.
remember that.
Oh, if we're not friends, I'm not betting. I'm not giving you an out.
That's your golden rule. Friends don't bet.
If you give me 2 to 1.
2 to 1. Can't spare $2 right now. Should have took the bet, man. Should have took it.
I'm up $2 now.
Hang on a minute. Just said no bet.
I said it for friends. I'm on.
Now Sean's back at the table. Currently 55 to 28.
This should be a situation where Sean repays Steve for what he did.
Oh, absolutely. There's no reason that he can't, string this rack together. The 14 and the 1 now seem to be his only problem. Everything else has a pocket.
Well, his first problem is pocketing this this 13.
This is a hanger for Alaska.
Okay.
Oh no, doesn't want the scratch. Look at that. Oof. Table helped him out a little bit there.
Wow.
I mean, may elect to play the combo here.
And he's going to play the 12, I believe. And
I really like the 1-14-11, because it gets rid of a problem for me as well.
I think the 9's in the way. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd play the 12 here.
Oh, no
Maybe
good.
it's not.
Gonna have to start clearing some of the clusters now.
Yeah, 6-ball combination here. And now I play the 10 and I go into this cluster right now. So I play the 10, I go into the 14, 1, and the 9. I got insurance with the 11 and the 15. I can't go wrong.
I'd leave it dead on the rail, and then I would play off the 15 into the stack. Just because I want to promote that angle, but chose that option. Like I say, I didn't feel like you would get any real power into that.
But he's got 2 chances at it. Now he can do the same thing off the 15. Play the 15, go into the 9. You still have the 11 as insurance.
Yeah,
You
play
know,
it with
so
inside.
it gives you 2 chances to hit the problem area. If you take out that other ball, you only have 1 shot.
I wonder if he
You're
does
right.
this.
You would have had a good angle.
He would have had a good angle if he'd have just played. As it happens, now he's perfect. Can even nudge the 13 here into a better position.
Yeah, I would take the 8 out, not the 4.
I would, exactly. If he can play, if he can push the 13
You know,
thin,
if I was playing the 4, I would have played position on the 2 to go into those balls, right? So
100%.
So if you're going to use one of your key balls, you got to get something out of it.
He's going to draw into the pack again. Just missed it. Ooh,
Yeah, that had
was
to be the
ugly.
wrong play. That had to be the wrong play.
I mean,
He could have played the 7, play position on the 2 to go into it. He
I'd
could
have,
have played the 4 and then used the 2 to go into it with the 7 and the 11 as insurance.
options were infinite there, but we all know Sean wants to attack, and decided to take that opportunity to go into the pack.
This is a scenario where you're supposed to get punished and learn from that situation. This is something where if Velasco were to watch this, he would reconsider what he did and be like, yeah, I played the wrong shot there.
As it is, he's got a very tough. He's going to play the combo into the rail, so rail first, and then contact the 11. This is a difficult shot because it's not the type of shot you want to be playing at this.
This is where heroes die.
But Velasco is a hero, so he's going to go down swinging if he's going down anyway.
He's looking at the 111. This will be an incredible shot.
But here's the thing: I wouldn't play it with draw. I'd play it with follow, so that I'm bumping the 14. It looks like he's going to play draw because he wants to make sure. I mean, that was a great shot. That's a one-pocket shot.
Well, the only good thing about that shot is he didn't open up for Steve. That's the only good thing about that shot.
Yeah.
And if you were at the table, you would have other opportunities to do it later. You know, so
Yeah.
I would just pocket the ball in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, do whatever it took to pocket the ball. Maybe even consider playing safe from where he was. Was Steve on the foul? No, he just missed a break shot.
He just missed a break shot. That's all.
It's a multi-talent.
Hi, bye.
Mike just taking a little break there, so I'll pick up with Steve. He's got a nice angle here. Again, he'll want to attack that little pack of balls as quickly as he can. Going to leave an angle on the 2 to do so. So if he's just going to be queuing over, but the 2 ball will naturally kind of bump these balls. May see him play the 7 and try and push the 5 ball a little bit further to. Oh no, he's going to play the 5. Okay. Yeah, by doing that, he just wanted to make sure that he had a better angle or an easier approach to the 2. Now he can come behind this and bump the 14 into a position whereby it's a break ball, which is what he's tried to do, and he's played it perfectly.
You know, to see that nice and soft, just to make sure he didn't get in any trouble there.
Yeah. So the 14 is his break ball now. He's just going to come one rail across the table, play the 9 next.
And if he gets funny, he can play the 14 on the side as a break shot.
He can do. You're absolutely right. But I think he's played that perfect.
Yeah, he's going to get nice and parallel. He can even favor the middle of the table slightly on this and still be good.
Yeah, because he's going to be attacking the top 2 balls of the once it's racked. He'll be going into one of the 2 top balls. Needs a bigger bounce than that. He's way too straight.
Well, that's a little intelligence there that we should recognize. You notice that he went above the side pocket, didn't try to get perfect on it. Took a little longer shot to get the right angle. He came up short, but I think the thought process was spot on. You know,
by avoiding the scratch.
right.
Yeah.
He could have gone back and forth, but then he doesn't necessarily get a shot there on the. You know, he could get too steep. In this case, he's always going to get a shot, just whether he gets the right angle to go into the stack or not.
Yeah. He's going to have to go forward, so let's see if he can manipulate the angle here and go
2 rails hit the 6.
Nice shot.
2 rails hit the 6 and came out
Smelling
like a rose.
Jinx.
So he used to say that. Was that Billy and Cardone or?
I don't know.
Yeah, one of those commentators I like to listen to used to say that a lot. Might have been one of the ones I didn't like, actually.
Does the 9 ball go? If the 9 ball goes...
9 ball goes. This is the nut. This is perfect. I mean, he's got the 6 ball as a break shot. The 9's ideal because it's got that nice little pocket. I think he's going to go...
Yeah, he's going to go 6 ball.
2-6 based on what he did.
Yeah, see, favours this is he's a left-handed player, so favours this shot. Full hand on the table. Lots of follow. Yeah, lots of follow.
Right now, I would have used the 9, and Steve used the 6. Now, he did use maximum outside English on that. You saw the cue, like, torque over
that
to,
was a high left.
to the right. Yeah. One ball is an okay break shot, but not great, so I suspect he might just take it out now and create something better. Now he can bump out the 13 or the 4 here. I think he's going to bump the 13 out a little bit. I think he actually chose the 4. Bump out the 4. He's probably going to get rid of the 7 here, so 10-7, come back with the 8.
When you're ready. So it's getting a bit dry down, getting a bit parched.
Now he's on the 5. I think he's going to take the 5 first. He was looking to see if he could hold the 8 for insurance or for key ball position at the end, but I don't think he can, so he might have to go 5-8, attack the 13, and then the 12, and then the 11 is his key ball for the 4.
I think the 4's actually out the stack, you know.
All right, so I think he's going to use that as his break ball.
Yeah, the 4's just, I mean, if he bumps this as well, that's the 13 is now playable too. So I think he'll definitely come back up.
He might go 11, 4, 8, or 11, 8, 4.
I think he'll go forward. Just go forward. If he finishes on the 13, he'll take it. If he doesn't, he'll play the 8. Yeah, that's not ideal because he can't draw this now. May choose to actually push the
4 to the other side.
Yeah, push the 4 to the other side here. Let's see what he does.
That's actually why I like coming back on that last shot instead of going forward. I didn't see that he had enough angle to get up high enough to have the 13 or the 4.
Another bounce, another roll.
Yeah, but he clearly did, you know, because had he gone higher, he still would have other shots. He's going to play the combo on the 4-13.
I had more angle than we saw there, so he played it nicely. Looks like he's going to have to leave the 13 as his break ball.
I think he got where he can draw off the 4 and have perfect shape. He's pretty close to the rail, but he's not frozen, so he still has a full cue ball here.
Do you think the 4 or the 13?
I think he's going to go follow.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to follow, yeah.
I would draw off the 4 or follow off the 4.
Yeah, I still think follow is a better shot. I don't like digging onto the ball that close to the rail. Just about pace then.
Yeah, this is, you know, the bottom, the 13 ball is still a good break ball. I wouldn't have been so keen on trying to preserve the 4 ball as opposed to the 13.
I played this shot a few times with draw, and I've actually ended up scratching in the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
So I've actually
start using top outside.
I've started kind of experimenting using topspin. Even though you should use draw here, it's so close to the pack that you can often slide off the pack before the draw even has a chance to grip. Yeah. Whereas I find the high ball playing the topspin actually seems to grip more. But you might just see him actually just stop this dead.
Yeah, I would draw this.
Yeah, you see how much inside he put on that? That made the shot so much harder. But the inside,
look at the result.
Yeah.
You know,
he was trying to protect it.
Yeah, had he pocketed it, he'd be sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, so using that low inside probably allows it to grip the pack better and draw back like you saw it did there. Instead of
He didn't
using
use
a
inside,
low,
he used outside.
no, it's definitely inside. The way the ball
Low left. Low left.
he put low right on that ball because it came back and it spun left, so he was using inside right.
I'll take your word for it. I'll watch that later.
You watch it later and you'll see what I mean. Because I think he was trying to allow the cue ball to grip against the pack, which might be what I'm not doing. But you make the pot so much harder doing it that way.
Yeah, but it was low on the stack, which means it was a big pocket, right? The closer you are to the stack and the lower you are to the stack, the bigger the pocket is. The further you are from the stack, and the further the cue ball is up table, meaning like 2 diamonds away as opposed to a diamond and a half, the smaller the pocket is.
Yeah.
So you do have more options. You know, as you get to the lower of the stack, and you get more in the diamond and a half range from the pocket. Now the pocket becomes huge.
But there's no way he could have followed that either, right?
I think follow was fraught with danger. There's a big double kiss in the corner. You know, I've double kissed off that way too many times.
You've been double kissed many a time. I've seen it.
Hey Gail, thanks for watching the match. I think Tony's playing next door against Jim Guy now. Don't know what the score is, but he's having fun over there. Thanks for watching. So Alaska's only 2 racks behind, which is nothing at this level. So there's not
36, approximately 36 behind. What was you?
Yeah, there's not a real advantage where Steve is right now. Had Steve been up like 70 balls, it'd be another story.
Yeah, I think Steve had the opportunity. I mean, he has a break ball there with the 15, so maybe he'll just kind of try and nurture that, or not. The 4 ball's a good break ball too.
4 ball's okay. I would have nudged the 2 there. I think he was trying to nudge the 2 by his reaction. That was the right shot there. Just tickle the 2 up. You have the 3's insurance.
Love a tickle me.
Yeah, I like to tickle. I like to tickle balls.
Paul is full of innuendo. I'm really sorry. We are just talking about straight pull here.
Just? Let's not undervalue the game.
Just.
Just. All right, so back to the match. You should play position on the 8 here. Right, you should follow forward, play position on the 8.
Try and bump it. Something's got to be bumped.
I like 1, 8, 2, 3, 6, 4 ball break shot.
You love your break shot.
Well, the
really
3
close
leads
to
to
the
the
rail.
6. The 3 leads. Well, no, it's just the only one I have right now. I don't see any way to develop it.
Every
from
time
where
I
he
get
is.
that close to the rail, I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, he's supposed to go 1, 8, 2, 3. Oh, he miscued.
No, he thought he could get through the gap there to the 3, and there wasn't enough room, but it's created a bit of congestion, so this isn't an easy out.
Pascal's computer is too good, so there's no lag, so I can't see.
We're not doing it off an iPhone anymore, people.
Yeah, that power stroke break shot that you're talking about, Mike, I do believe they're overpowering a little bit, but in their defense, it's very humid and the balls aren't opening up easily unless you do that. So you have to be sort of a pocketing machine at this stage if you're going to put any numbers down. Like I said before we started, I'll be really surprised if anyone puts down a 70.
From where they are now, he can only do a 70.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, the table's just playing too humid.
It's too humid, and I struggled on this table last week because the rails were pinging. I think if we've got any influence, the table probably needs a new rails and cloth.
Yeah, the rails are fast, and the balls aren't coming apart.
No, especially during the summer months here, the humidity and the air conditioning really does affect how the table plays.
I think he got too straight on this. He might roll up for the one this side here.
Yeah, very adept at playing a side pocket break shot.
I think that's the move here.
I think you're right. Steve looking at the angle now.
Yeah,
very
Steve thinks
instantly.
I'm right too. Yeah, well, I got a pretty good angle on this ball. He's just too straight on this ball to come back out for the one.
Yeah. No way he's getting shape unless he draws the full length of the table, which used all of the pocket there. And
I've seen heroes follow 2 rails and out on that shot and get on the one, but they don't do it often. You know, you follow 2 rails underneath where the one is, and you go between basically where Alaska's cue is now, and you get positioned, but it's not the right shot. I don't believe. In my opinion.
he's just taking a short restroom break, so I think I'm going to do the same. Follow them in. See if I can injure him for Sean.
Go get some tips from him.
Break.
2-minute break. Mike, while we're on a little break here, where's your 14-1 league? Just so players that are interested in maybe Queens or something not able to get out here have another room to play. You're more than welcome to share where that room is.
Tell them we're not going to have Emily Duddy after she couldn't make it. We're supposed to have Emily Duddy after versus Carlos Luna.
So who is going to play your next live match? Is Zion in the second round or no?
It's Imran.
Imran Majid? You got him in the league?
No. Imran and Zed talked something. He was in Alaska's team for a long time.
Okay, I don't know. You got a couple good goal players that can play in the next round, though?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Emily Duddy will not be playing the next round, but Pascal will hip us to who's going to be playing next after this is over.
Was Emily not? Oh wow. Sean really needs to capitalise on the mistakes. I mean, it's not very often you see Steve make this many mistakes in an open match.
He does, but he's got a tough opening shot on this 3-ball. I don't think the one goes. Maybe it does.
See? He's going to play the 12 long.
Oh, he can't do that.
It goes past the one.
It does, but 3's got to be the play here. I mean, he took a steeper cut angle on a break shot. Yeah, this has to be the play.
He just likes to excite the crowd.
Sean.
Wow. Hit it a bit too hard.
Well, just wrong angle. He was trying to get back up table, so he just chose the wrong angle. Should have used a little more spin or tried to kill with inside or something else.
See, Mike just has a 14-1 league over in Dallas. I'll definitely
What's up,
join and have a look at that, Mike. I didn't know you were in Dallas. I thought you were on the East Coast. Again, ball in hand for Steve. I think he's going to punish. What would you try and do here? Would you try and create a break shot with the 12 or come down for the 7? He's definitely needs a secondary break shot here.
I think he's trying to get on the 7.
I think the 7 ball, just follow it dead straight.
Yeah, he's looking at the stack here, maybe.
So have you ever noticed that when players use their shaft, if he uses the tip there to move the cue ball into position, because it's ball in hand, you see the tip rolled over the cue ball there? Is that technically a foul if the tip contacts the cue ball? I know it's a pissy. Let's say I'm 149 to 149 and he rolls the ball into shape with his tip. Am I calling that? Am I not?
You're not.
I'm not, obviously. But, I'm far too much of a gentleman. But I might lose my shit. Sorry.
You know who would call that? It's probably like Earl Strickland.
Yeah, definitely trying to come down for the 7 there. This is perfect.
I think it was successful here.
I don't know, people in the chat room, I'm going to put that question to you. I get it, you know, I mean, where I'm from in Britain, you have to, if you're ball in hand, every time you micro adjust the ball, you have to actually use your hand to do it. If you use any part of your cue, it's actually a foul. Because it would be designated as a shot. I know that's never been a thing here, but I think it should be.
I don't agree with that. I think you're allowed to use it with your ferrule. I think you're allowed to use
but even the ferrule, but let's say it rolls over onto the tip. I've seen people adjust the cue ball with their tip. Sorry, I'm digressing, but I'm asking that question to the chat room. What do you think?
I think Steve only has the 12 ball here.
Yeah, I think you're right. That break shot didn't go very well.
Maybe the 413 is dead. If so, he'll play that. Otherwise, he's got the 12 only.
Yeah, it has been very limited.
It's a very makeable shot, but he'd rather not be shooting this from the rail, obviously.
Yeah, he's going to be running into the 9 ball, and I don't see where his next shot is either. So you're going to have to play it slow.
I think I'll the
for
11 or
control.
the 3 after.
Played it with pace, and I didn't like that because this is, you know, the cue ball was always going to go behind the stack if you played it at pace. It does have the 3 ball, but it's a much more difficult shot.
Right.
And he's going to have to draw. He's going to have to draw or follow. Is the 14 wide, Mike?
No, 14's nowhere near wide. It's into halftime and off. The 11 goes.
The 11 does go.
The 9 goes, but he's got to get there, and that's a tall order. He could play safe.
Yeah, Steve's adept at playing safe.
And Alaska scratched. So
See, Mike agrees with me.
Steve played the smart shot there and played safe, knowing that Alaska was on a foul first after his aggressive 3 ball.
If the tip touches it, it's a foul.
I don't care who agrees. Nah. Yeah, the tip touch is definitely a foul. If you take an intentional foul and you use your ferrule, it's minus 14. Those are all things that I completely agree with. When you're setting up the ball with ball in hand, I kind of feel like it's not in play until you strike the ball. Is my feeling. Is that when you have ball in hand, it's really not in play until
I've
you
seen
strike
it happen.
the ball.
I've seen it happen so much, even in like open pro tournament play, and I feel like calling it sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question for John Lehman. John Lehman's a league director / major tournament director. He would know what that ruling is, but I don't believe until the cue ball is set that it should be considered a foul.
It's so open to adaptation.
Of course it is. Steve's got the 13 ball on the side or corner, and he's got the 9 ball, which
Interpretation, sorry.
I couldn't shoot unless I had a gun put to my head, you know. But the 13 ball, he's got options, and the 4 ball may even be dead, but I think he's looking at 13.
Yeah, it has to be the 13. Again, I'd take this in the side, but I'm suicidal anyway, so knowing Steve, he'll probably take this long. Just slightly overcut it. Again, Steve having an issue there. Just needs to get his confidence back. I think the table, just speaking with him in the bathroom, it is playing more a bit more difficult than he thought.
The conditions are just rough right now.
They are rough.
I was, a little too much honesty here. I was practicing with Zion. I was practicing with Dell the last couple of days. None of us have put together anything reasonable.
Nothing over 50.
Yeah, usually one of us is at least going to put a 70 down every 5 innings, you know, and we're not putting any numbers down. Maybe a 50 after 10 innings. It's a little absurd.
Oh wow, Sean massively overcut that ball. I don't know if you could see all of it, but
yeah, he definitely had the shot.
This match has kind of, quality-wise, has kind of died off a little. I don't know if the players are just frustrated with the conditions and the balls aren't spreading very well. A little effort in here by Steve, just to bring the crowd back
I think
involved.
Efren learned that from Steve.
He did?
I think Bustamante was actually the guy who did it more than anybody, but
he even has that little baton 12 to get into it. I don't even know if I could do that. let alone put anything behind my back. Played it nicely.
It's a little instant replay shot for us. Pascal will be working on that.
Instant replays.
Have an instant replay button for us. So this is something I noticed watching a lot of Schmidt recently. He won't hold on to that 14 ball right now as if it's a break shot. He'll wait until he's got all the clusters open and then he decides what his break shot is. So I won't be surprised if Steve eliminates the 14 and starts the rest of his run.
Coming around the back of it, probably play the 5 ball next. Just try and pick apart of the rack. If he can get on the 15 next, he can possibly.
He's going to use the 15 to open him up.
Yeah, it might be a little bit straight again.
See a little clip of Tony Robles there on the side. That's for you, Gail. So he might develop the 4 here, or he'll develop something underneath the stack for a break shot. He's got the 11 and 9 as insurance. Remember what I said about the balls not opening up. There's no reason it should stay clustered like that. It's just...
No. Has the 11 in the side, but will be bridging over a ball, whichever ball he decides to attack here.
Yes. Maybe he's got a little window between the 4 and 2.
Yeah, the 11's definitely the easier ball to cue at. The 2 goes by. I think the 2 goes by the 6. The 10 definitely does. But you'd prefer to take the 2 ball if you can.
I personally would take the 9, come back for the 6, and use one of those 2 balls, maybe the 2 to push the 4 out and have the 10 as insurance. Did he get the 10 out?
No, not low enough. But the 4 is just it's very close.
If the 10 and 4 are in, he's got the 6 as a break shot. He could play the 10, the 4, and the 9, then use the 6 ball as a break shot.
Yeah, I like that too.
Or he can try to develop the 4 with the 6 ball. It's his other option, really. See what I'm talking about there? Thin the 6, go into the 4, push it to the other side. You got the 9 and the 10 as insurance.
I like that. I like that shot. I'd personally, that would be my option.
But the 6 ball isn't a bad break shot either. If he can negotiate the 10 in the
Work his way around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't hit it cleanly. Really snatched. I don't know if you could see that on the stream there, but definitely snatched at the ball, causing him to miss it. Really tried to put a lot of draw stroke on that to get back down for the 10 or the 4. I think Mike was definitely right there. He was trying to preserve the 6 ball as the break shot. See what Sean can do. Coming to the table, he's going to be cold. Really hasn't had the opportunity.
He threw it too much. If he had hit the 4, it would have been golden.
That would have been perfect.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, played that with a lot of inside English to hold that ball.
Yeah, that was a very good shot.
Very, very nice. But he's going to try and leave this thin, a thin cut to the left side.
Yeah, I think as close to the long rail as possible, right?
Correct.
And as close to the 6 and as close to the long rail as possible is what he'd like. So this is a center left English. I wouldn't use any draw on this, but he's going to draw it over and out, I think.
Yeah, he's going to try and come underneath the stack. Just like that. Oh man, he's absolutely perfect.
That's a great shot. You know, in this case, what I like to do is hit the corner ball as hard as possible. So I'm aiming for the corner ball. If you hit the top, you'll slide off and scratch.
Could possibly scratch.
And you could waif it and miss it otherwise. So you're trying to hit the corner ball, I think, as square as possible is how I've always tried to hit it.
With the angle he has here, he should be able to control the
He's
the
perfect. He's so perfect on this ball. So perfect on this ball. He hit that really well.
Purely because he's got so much angle here to create power on the cue ball. Now you see with this rail, sometimes he doesn't want to hit it.
It comes a little short.
It will come short, so
He's looking at 10
or
to
it will
14
hop,
square.
or it will hop the cue ball. He doesn't want the cue ball to hop here.
Yeah, you got to use a little bit of draw on this.
Yeah, so if he uses low
To
English,
hug
it
it,
will prevent
trap it.
It will prevent the ball from hopping.
Lifting. Ooh, he hit the bottom side.
Caught it thin. Still okay though.
Yeah, he had to get a good roll though to stay
It's
alive.
about time. It's about time he had a good roll. He hasn't had much of the play.
Both these guys could use a couple good rolls.
I could use a roll right now. My stomach's growling at me.
I'm hungry as well. Anyone want to get us pizza? We're both hungry.
Hey.
I think Pie is close, and I think Amsterdam delivers or has them delivered.
Oh, beautiful.
FYI.
Sean really needs to string a couple, maybe 2 or 3 racks together here, just to get himself level. He's currently 41 behind, so that's the value of 3 racks, 42. If he can just concentrate on doing that, then he's more than capable of running a good 40.
He needs to not leave on a miss. He needs
Not
to
leave on a miss,
on
yeah.
a safe. You know,
Correct. When he bows out, take a safe. But
Yeah.
again, Sean's weakness for me is knowing when to bow out of the run. And sometimes accept that a better safety is the shot ahead of a weak aggressive shot.
if I were to define Sean's weakness, and this is a little maybe out of line, but I would say he goes in the stack at inopportune times or attacks balls, attacks problems, not necessarily with the choice that I think others at his skill level would do.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It goes into the stack too prematurely, or too many
too
times.
prematurely, or choosing, like, there's 3 options to go into the stack, and he'll choose the one without insurance. You know, like,
that comes with time, though. He's only been playing this. This is his second, third year.
yeah, he's finally over 100. You know, he's ran 100 now. That's a big step.
When did he run 100?
I think last season he ran his first 100.
I think he told me he hasn't done it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he ran his first 100 last season.
No, he got 90s, low 90s. So he's capable of it. It's just getting over that hurdle. It would be all over Facebook if.
Well, I think right now he's relying too much on a good roll, and he gets a bad roll, as opposed to relying
or shot making, sorry.
on position play to open up the stack the right way.
I think it's just understanding how the rack works too. You know, sometimes playing these little delicate touch shots, being able to work your way around a rack like a Lipsky or yourself or like a Tony, just pushing balls into the right position. It's definitely about how you move it as opposed to shot making.
Yeah, he's also, like, I don't see him developing key balls a lot. I don't see him developing break balls as much. Those are the little factors that I don't think he is taking into account at this point.
And Sean, if he's watching this back, we're giving you constructive feedback, my friend. We're not trying to dig out anything.
You beat us without having those qualities, which is
exactly.
scary.
Which, when you're relying too much on pure shot making, I mean, look at that for a shot. It's a great shot, but it hasn't really afforded the reward that it should have for a shot of that risk, of that magnitude. It was probably the only shot he had on the table.
I mean, when I'm playing a guy like Sean, and correct me if I'm wrong, I know I'm going to get opportunities, and I'm just hoping.
Lovely shot again.
I'm just hoping that his pocketing doesn't get rewarded.
No, you're true.
That's really how I'm approaching the shot, because I know that if I get in a strategic battle,
Because you can make some wild break shots
yeah,
too.
or
You
if we
make
get,
some
if we
unbelievable
get in like a
break
run
shots.
out situation, I'm going to put more numbers in, you know? Like that bank shot he took earlier to get shape on the break
Oh
shot.
my god.
Like, I wouldn't do that.
No,
I'm not even going to try.
no. I'm not in a straight ball situation. In 10 ball, I'm definitely going to try that, but it's just what we were saying. He didn't. He gave the opportunity back through a miss and a scratch rather than a safety. Oh my, Stevie, baby. Sean really needs to. Come on, Sean. Let's make a match of this, buddy. As long as you can keep Steve under 100 right now. Keep Steve cold. And you can kind of tell that Steve's lost a bit of confidence in his potting
I
ability
think he should have played
because
for
of
the
the
11
table.
there, right? Played for the 11, open up to 14-12, and he rolled up.
Oh
well.
yeah. Again, you know, these guys they're both fighting for their lives right now because the cue ball is just dancing around all over the place. I would definitely like to get on the other side of the 12 and develop a better break ball from maybe the 15 just to bump it out.
Yeah, you're saying play the 11 in the right corner, get position on the 12. Not in this circumstance, but get position on the 12.
The 11's
bump
gone,
the
buddy.
14 out.
You mean the 3?
Oh, the 15 ball. Yeah, 15 ball. That's so sorry. I thought that was red. I'm
Again, another difficult shot. I mean, he's not finished perfect, and just a loose kind of positional shot there. Because the rails are playing so difficult, that's making the position so much harder. That's why you're seeing these players just lose the cue ball, perhaps more than they would do normally. Not an excuse, just the fact of the conditions. He'll try and put a little bit of inside on this, perhaps.
This scenario actually favors Sean, to be honest,
It does.
because
Much more dogged.
you know, he's such a strong ball talker. He gets out of line, he recovers.
Yeah. There's only so many times you can recover, though. I mean, that's an example. That's a 100% example of what you were talking about.
Only so many times. Yeah, he does it over and over again. Got perfect on this 13. He can probably play for the 12, and then can position maybe to push the. I got on the wrong side again.
Here's the thing. I think you can play this in a very, in a smart way, and
Top inside, try to clip the 15 out.
try and
and
clip
the 14.
try and clip the 15 exactly. It's risky, but if he clips either ball,
He could get rewarded.
He could get rewarded. Yeah. I think if he clip, but just play it sensible, play it smart.
Yeah, if he plays the 14,
He's just trying to get that side of it, because I think the 15's outside the stack.
he left himself on the rail again.
Yeah. A little bit of an error, but
It's a huge error. I don't think he had the position to not leave himself on the rail. He had to clip the ball.
he was playing it with a heavy amount of inside to get that side. But I agree with you. He shouldn't be on the rail.
I'm just saying, I don't think he had the shot to get position on the 14 and not be stuck on the rail.
Yeah. No reward, so he's left it straight.
All for me.
What do you got for score?
90 to 60.
You still getting that pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Good shot.
Would you look at that? What is that? Very nice. No reward there. So he's just going to clip off the. This is a dangerous shot. Doesn't want the. Oh no, he got it perfect. That's a very nice safety. If Sean has a chance of winning this match, he's going to have to do some more of that for me.
Yes, he's on. He's already got the first bite.
I did get the first bite. You're right.
You guys have to come with you. Or you want?
Stuck into West. The play is going to slow right down here. Sean just playing a loose safety, trying to control the cue ball too much there in that lower corner.
So he might be able to play at 15 and go into this.
I mean, this is perfect. I'd be playing a lot more angle on this and going straight into the stack. The old leaping salmon, as we call it back in Long Island.
Steve loves that shot.
Yeah, but you see, playing it with draw that way, it doesn't explode the rack. I think he could have come into that way heavier. I think he could have created a steeper angle and gone heavier with the cue ball. As it was, putting that much draw on it, he kind of lightly flicked off the pack. It's kind of suggests to me that he didn't want to get stuck on the pack.
Yeah, he's afraid, or sign off and scratching.
Or scratching,
both those
yeah.
things are possibilities.
But I think with cue ball in hand, he could really have just limited that. He could have hit either of the two head balls there.
Right.
He has the three ball.
There's a beautiful woman that just brought us treats. I might marry this one.
You're already married, mate.
Oh, might be her.
Might be her.
All right, so Steve's got to come with an incredible shot here. He's
He's on the three ball, isn't it? Three ball, play it out. He's going to have to be aggressive. But again, look, he's playing it with inside English. Tell me that wasn't inside.
right. He overcut it, right?
He undercut it. He undercut it. Why? Because he was using inside. He undercut the ball.
Didn't should have caused him to overcut it, though, right? So he misaimed it.
Probably a misaim, but again, at that distance, the cue ball's going to squirt with inside. So you have to adjust for the squirt. Yeah, that was business. I think Sean should recognise there that the game is becoming a stalemate in terms of the visits back and forward. How many innings is that, Pascal? How many innings have we had?
Yeah, can we talk through some stats, Pascal? Yeah, innings I don't know, but I can give you how many misses.
Okay. So by misses we can.
10 misses for Steve, 8 for Sean.
It says 18 misses overall, which is quite high for a match, that's not even in the hundreds yet.
Of this caliber.
Of this caliber as well. Oh my god, that caramel, whatever that is unbelievable. Sorry. Myself and Mike are just eating a care package of pudding here. Replacing the blood sugar levels. Sean, I think, just wanted a quick break there just to wash his hands, reset his focus and say to himself, look, I'm not going to get too many more chances here. I need to start taking my opportunities. Sometimes that little break can really just help.
Recharge your battery.
Yeah, recharge your battery. Just look in the mirror and have a word with yourself. We've all done that from time to time.
This is Sean effing Morgan. Stop just making balls get position.
Yeah. Start playing shape. And again, he's got out of line on his first shot.
He might need to go take another break.
Yep. Has no shot again, which is tough. I think I'm wondering if can he get into that little gap there, that little cluster, and just leave the cue ball on top of the 4 and the 1 ball. Yeah, I think he's going to play this dead weight.
He's got the 7.
Oh my god. Okay. Clearly
There were ever a hero.
The quiet talk with himself. He's going to play this with a lot of outside English and just really open up the angle on the ball. Wow, lovely shot.
That's a phenomenal shot.
Yeah, under that kind of pressure. Yeah, the angle was a lot steeper than it looked. But again, no reward. I don't know if he's perfect on anything here. So may have to arc this around the 4-ball, or at least play this with a trace of inside, which isn't nice when you're trying to jack up on this ball.
Both these guys are just working too hard. It's working too hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Working way too hard. I think you're right. Okay, so Sean's manipulated a way to get around this rack. Has a good break shot in the 9-ball. Again's played a nice shot there just to open up that pack. Everything goes to a pocket now.
Right. If he can play the 10 and fall in between the 3 and the 6, that'd be ideal right now.
Yeah, it's either that or you'd want to leave the 8 as a key ball, right?
I would prefer to, not necessary, but it'd be nice.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just play down there.
Yeah, you can play the 3 to the 13 and then the 6, but get rid of those balls. They're just problems.
They are problems. You're right. Just need to play a little bit of follow here. I chose to come back down. Now you can play the 12. Come around 2 rails. Need to leave the 14 and 8 as his last 2.
Yeah, he wants to get pretty straight on 13, like maybe like a 3-degree angle or a 7-degree angle, but nothing too steep.
Exactly. Here we go. This is good. This is a nice shot.
This is going to be very good.
I wouldn't want to be on the rail. He is on the rail.
Both balls are off a little bit. You can manipulate this a little bit.
Yeah, you want to try and bump this off the rail if you can.
Yeah, surprisingly, I know it's real humid, but he can cheat this a little and be all right.
If I can't do that, if I can't get this off the rail, I tend to try and go flatter. So try and go higher up the table so that I can put follow on the 6 and come back for the 14. Which is what he's done there.
Yeah, he was able to manipulate it quite a bit.
He has options here. He can follow this. It just depends how he wants to do it. He can follow and go forward. Or if he doesn't mind the distance, just to draw this.
Yeah, like a stun draw.
Stun draw shot, yeah.
Just to clarify that to the players out there, stun draw is like 1 tip below center instead of pure draw, like 2.5 tips below center. Or the follow with inside English is what he chose. So it was maximum top with the half tip right, or half tip left, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you might see Sean just come out to the middle of the table and play the 8 in the same pocket as the 14, but
that's what I would do here. I think that's the right play.
You can follow this as well. It just all depends on what your preference is.
He jumped out of that ball.
Yeah, and Steve jumps up out of his chair as quickly as Steve can.
He's got the 9 ball that he's got to shoot.
He has to shoot his break ball. That's the only problem now.
Yeah. So he's going to go 9-8 and use the 14 as his break shot.
Agreed.
And this will be a similar break shot to what Sean had with that ball in the corner. I think it was the 7 ball. This is going to be a similar thought process.
Yeah, 100%.
So he'll be trying to hit that corner ball and whatever they rack up.
little angle, leave the cue ball in the center of the table. Oh, just took his eye off the pot. This is not textbook Lipsky that we're all used to. So the conditions are creating a problem on both players. Sean can cut this ball, but he's going to have to go around the angles if he wants to leave the cue ball where it is now. No reason he can't do 4 rails here. He can go 4 rails and back around. Knowing Sean, he definitely is aggressive enough that he can do that. Needs that cue ball to slow down. Slow, slow, slow. That's about perfect. Doesn't want to be stretching for this.
So as you can see, we're watching a lackluster game of straight pull, but
It's going to come back. I think the bite's going to come back. Sean just played a nice 4-rail position shot there to get evenly on.
The good thing about that is usually you learn a lot more when games are played poorly than when they're played well.
You Americans, you love that word scrappy. This is a scrappy match. Wow, and again, that hop that I was just talking about, should have played it with low English to bounce that on and off the table, on and off the rail.
First thing I'm looking for is a dead ball. Is the 7 dead, the 2-7 dead? Is there, that's...
Yeah, there's a lot of balls in the cluster there, isn't there?
I don't see anything at the moment, but Alaska should take a second to walk down the table and like this and scope it out and see if there's anything.
I absolutely agree.
Any sort of reprieve.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is, if he wants to take his time here, the 5 ball's a good break ball. If he can if he can go 3, come back for the 1 ball, and then use the 5 ball as the break shot.
I would almost think he's got to go 1, play the 3 up table, and then play the 5.
Yeah, if you can play it slow enough, almost definitely. Although, Alaska, he loves to use draw. Everything's a low ball.
Yeah, there was no position with that.
No, not the cue ball again, man. Oh, how many fouls is that now, Pascal?
3 for Sean, 4 for Steve.
3 scratches for Sean there. And they've all been unforced. They're unforced scratches that you should have foreseen.
The angles are a little different with humidity. I know we
Throw
keep
the ball
pointing
off
that
center.
out, but it does change the direction of the cue slightly. It usually bounces a little shorter than what we'd expect.
I think in doing that, he's actually thrown the 5 ball is no longer makeable.
Right, Steve's hoping for a little luck. I think he's got the 12 up table. If not, he's got the 5.
Yeah, definitely has that.
He actually used the 5 ball to come back into the stack and open it up some more.
Yeah, that was nice. He knows there's not too many opportunities left here. The 4 ball is a good break ball here. He can play it in the side and just force follow his way through the pack.
Yeah, Miserak it.
Play it soft. Nice
gentle. Nice gentle.
But the table's not taking the power play right now, so for me the move is to finesse this.
Yeah, maybe it's the opposite of what we've been thinking with with this sort of condition. Instead of trying to power through it, maybe you just need to
Finesse.
snuggle up on balls and move them just a couple inches.
I've always said it, the best players, and I've noticed the best pro players, they're the ones that adapt to the conditions quickest. Every table's going to play differently, but you always say it's the same for both players. So the ones that prevail most of the time is the ones that can adapt to the conditions better than the other.
This is good. This 1 ball's a troublesome ball. Once he gets rid of that, that'll help him with
I agree.
making this rack a lot simpler.
No obvious break ball apart from maybe the 7.
Yeah. I think he's going to come back for the 7 now, get on the 5 and the 11 after the 7, or maybe even the 15 and develop something. Maybe he was coming up for the 9 there. And under hit it.
Yeah, it kind of shows when the highest break of the night has been 28. Sorry, highest run has been a 28. I say break because I'm of a snooker background. Snooker.
Yeah, the easier game.
The easier game. It is easier than straight ball, I must admit.
And yeah. Well, you always have break balls.
Just ask Ronnie.
He agrees.
Yeah. I think Lou's watching on the stream. He's reliving the nightmare vicariously through Steve Lipsky.
What a phenomenal player Ronnie is. Huh?
Oh, dude. The guy's
Something
a machine.
else.
Over 1,000 centuries in his career. 100 breaks. But it looks like Steve's more composed now. I think Steve's accepted the conditions in his mind and said, you know what? I'm just going to float. I'm going to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The words of Ali.
Said Ali. If he can tickle the 11 up in position, that'd be ideal here.
You do like a tickle, don't you? See this for little finesse,
How-
these little finesse shots. I love them.
How strong was that? I mean, that's really what he needed to do. Hit it perfect.
Yeah, you notice though he slowed right down. He's saying to himself again the same thing that Sean should have done when he was breaking off. Was
See, now the 15 is straight in here. I stopped the 15. I used the 10 as my key ball. You see that?
Yeah.
But it wasn't straight, so he's going to go the other route.
Again, this one I don't think he's going to risk playing it with inside again because he's missed a lot inside. He's going to play this outside.
That's how I'd play this. I'd play this with inside for sure.
Oh, he did play it. I mean, wow, that was a big. Look how soft he hit that and how big the bounce was.
Frozen on the rail again. Frozen on the rail.
See, that's why I'm a bitter advocate of playing that with outside and swinging around 2 rails just for the middle of the table.
He had to get to the right side of the table, though. With where the ball is, middle of the table is no
Yeah,
good.
but
He's
playing
straight
it with low right gets you to that side of the table too. Plus, you can control the speed better. Horses for courses.
Yeah.
Different horses, different courses.
I spin the ball with inside a lot. I like inside English, especially on the clock.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I mean, it was a tough shot off the rail.
Yeah, his arm moved though bad.
You
You
$2 or
see him
$3
twist.
up right now.
I didn't bet on that one. I'm only $1 up.
You're only human.
I would have bet on that one though.
Still a 30-point game. There's a couple of racks still left in this one. Again, Sean just needs to concentrate on perhaps just stringing a couple together and not giving up the rack cheaply, as we mentioned. If he's going to give the rack up,
Now what he's supposed to do, he's supposed to play the 13, get position on the 2, play underneath, go into the 8, you got the 12's insurance. You see what I'm saying? Those little things is what he's not doing. Now you can go into here and have the 13, so this is okay.
yeah, this is fine. Just these little touch shots. Has the 6 to the side.
He's got the 12-13 combo. The 6 to the side is too close. He might have the 9-13 combo. The 8's actually easier, I think. 8 in the side might be easier, than the 6.
Yeah, it's created a small problem there. It's created an issue. But I think if he gets on the right side of the 9 still goes.
He's forced to play the 7. He's using draw. I would use follow here.
He's using draw, but he could have gone either way there. I'd probably have just used center ball.
Yeah, center, follow, anything natural.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where you don't want to be. It's kind of fighting uphill again. Needs to get the cue ball back on a.
Push the 10 down into break position here. See, I would have tried to push the 10 ball in the break
I
position.
think he was happy just to make that, but the table's really giving him nothing, man. I mean, it's giving him absolutely nothing.
Happy to make isn't cutting it right now.
I mean, the 15 is another shot here.
That wasn't that tough a shot. You know, like under normal conditions, that's not that tough shot. And he could have hit the 10, pushed it down position. He had position on the 15, regardless of where the 10 went.
Correct.
It was just a little easier, but that was using inside English too. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable with the inside English.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. There's a couple of options, 11 and the 15. 15's easier for me because of the queuing.
Yeah, I would take the 15 all day long. This is an edge-to-edge shot, slightly thicker.
Oh. Nice shot.
That's the Sean that stays alive these matches, really. I mean, coming with those shots, that's...
Yeah. If you're talking about single ball, just single ball shape, there's nobody better, really.
If he wins this match, it'll be pure grit. You know, the one thing Sean has is grit. If he wins this match, it'll be pure grit.
Yeah, and just the ability to stay in the game. Again, you see the 8 ball? I'd be taking the 8 ball all day here.
Yeah.
But it's how you see it. And it's
Well, that was a
comfortable
great
you
shot.
are.
He can play the 5, go into the 12, alleviate that problem. He's going to have something up table, but he should have the 12 after as well.
Yeah.
You know, although he may have played a riskier shot, he got perfect. This is a follow shot.
He's just going to play the 9. The 9 ball does go at this angle. I agree with you, though. I'd have run into that.
Yeah, there's no risk, and you make it easier.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got to play for the 8, so he's got to slow roll this.
Yeah, has to play for the 8.
You know. Now, the 3 balls possible break shot and the 6 balls possible break shot, that saves a little bit of heartache. If the 6 ball is the only good break shot, then he's got to come with perfect position off this 12 to get on the 3 to get onto the 6. So he's got to play 3 quality position shots.
It's going to be the 6 first, 12 next, and then.
Okay, so then the 3 is a possible break shot, which is ideal.
Because just hold the cue ball where the 6 is now. And then I'd be playing inside. I'd be playing inside English.
You're playing inside? Wait. Let's write this in our calendar, guys. No.
Yeah, but he's on the rail.
No, I hear you. I'm just teasing you. Dell's been grilling me about inside English and outside English for the last hour.
You should only use it when you have to, put it that way. This is going to be too hard again. It's going to get a big bounce off this bottom rail like it has been doing all night. And he's left with a bank. He's left with a bank shot for shape on the break ball. I've no doubt that he'll attack it.
You know what I do here? I play the 6 inside, I go into the 3, and I take that 3 break shot that he's had before, where he goes into the stack off it.
Could take the bank. Take the bank with follow, and then try and leave this cue ball just there. Missed it long. Now he's left Steve the perfect opportunity. Now he leaves Steve a perfect straight-in shot, and he's going to leave him the break ball as well. Steve doesn't have to do anything with his cue ball, just stop it dead. Again, we just talked how Sean can improve his game is to stop leaving those easy opportunities. The bank shot there is 50-50.
The choice there, I think, was wrong. If he was going to shoot the 6 ball on the side, and with the 12, he should have taken the 6 first, done the 12 ball like he did,
exactly,
and played position on the 3. Yeah.
If you're going to play it that way, correct.
If you're going to use the 3 as a break shot, and clearly the 3 was a break shot the whole time. So
I agree with you.
That was an absolute decision there. You know.
Sometimes it's it's the benefit of hindsight. I know this is why I like recording matches, so you can watch it back and actually just develop and learn and say, you know what, where can I do it differently? Another missed break shot for Steve there. I think that's maybe his 4th missed break shot. 4th or 5th.
He hit that with outside English, and he hit it.
He hit that with outside that time.
Yeah, he hit it thick, which is
The other
deflection.
three, the other 3 hit with inside.
Yeah, that is definitely a deflection.
There is
clause, though.
deflection clause. Yeah, you're right. Look
I'm
at
just
Sean
trying to see if he's misaiming or if it's deflection, because at this point, I think they're both a little on tilt. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what's causing the misses. Is it poor aiming or poor, or just not calculating for the deflection?
Yeah, I mean, Sean's caught up again.
Well, he still
This-
needs 15 balls. He's still a rack behind, but
This shot will open up the rack nicely. He doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball, and he's created another break shot. So he has the 8 ball, has the 4 ball. Really just needs to work his way around this pack now.
he doesn't have a natural key ball yet. I mean, there's key balls like the 10 or the 15. But he
It
doesn't
will
have
open
like a beautiful key ball yet.
It will absolutely open up. I think he just needs to be patient
It might,
and clear the 3 ball first.
13 ball is a problem ball. The 6 11, I'm not sure if they go in the side easily.
Yeah, he was just kind of playing into an area there, and this is what you should do.
You should play for the 13 here. 2 rails, try to play for the 13.
Just going to bump it instead, and
That was
again, no
not
reward.
intentional.
Has to play another difficult shot on the 15 to cut this back.
I think he can play the 4 in the side as well, but you called it he's playing the 15.
Yeah.
I like the 4 in the side myself. I think the 4 is easier. You like 15?
I like the 15, yeah. Again, Sean fighting uphill to get the cue ball back in line.
Yeah, this 13 doesn't lead to anything, but it's the easiest shot.
It is the easier shot.
I would probably play the 11, even though it's the easier shot. The
Yeah.
13.
You can come around this. Like you say, it's that little pack in the middle. Ten ball next.
Yeah, if he can go 10-5. Now,
Yeah,
now we got
10-5 or 14.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to take a long ball either. Just hold the cue ball in the center of the pack there.
I mean, maybe 10, 14, 11, too. You know, if he can get rid of those 2 balls in the middle, the rack's done. The 5 is actually a nice key ball. I'd like to preserve it if I could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the 11-6 is wired, then I play the 12, and I play the 11-6 now.
I think he's doing the right thing. He needs to open up those balls sooner rather than later. Because, like you say, the 6 is a good key ball too. The 6 or the 11, if he plays one of those high.
Yeah, they're both definitely usable.
You've got to remember now, he's not that far behind. He's only a rack behind now.
Yeah, he might play the 14 and go into him. Yeah. Now, that's a good shot, especially if they didn't go naturally. Now he needs to get rid of the 11 immediately.
Yeah,
Don't leave it up there.
Don't leave it. Don't leave it
Play
hanging.
position on the 12. Well, he doesn't have to do that, actually.
Some people like leaving a safety up top as well.
Only reason I'm saying that is 11, 12, 6 is a nice triangle for the end. You know, but that means he's got to get rid of the 7, 8, and 5. Yeah, so that's out. So now I play 6. I play position on the 11, and I play the 6, 11, 12, 8, 5.
Yeah. Agreed.
And that's actually a perfect,
It's a perfect pattern.
easy pattern.
Yeah,
No
it's a-
movement.
it's a perfect
Very little
pattern.
movement.
But sometimes, like you say, when you sat here, the pattern looks easier. You need to step away from the table, maybe just take a look at it.
I think he sees it. Maybe not. He's looking at the 5 elsewhere. I mean, he's perfect. I think you just draw straight back. You know, his favorite shot, draw.
Exactly.
Get straight on the 12, and The rack's done.
I agree with you. Just get straight on the 12. Stop shot, stop shot, stop shot. You know.
Don't you do it, Alaska. Don't you do it. we have onlookers threatening violence.
He doesn't come far enough. So
He could still get on the 8 here.
He can
He's
still
just gonna
get on the
play
8.
for the other pocket.
be on the other side though.
Yeah, and since the 5 does go, how both options. Now he should play for the 5 in the same pocket. Unless he's
5.
straighter than it looks.
5 in the side.
Maybe he's straight. Yeah, he's straighter than it looked.
That's nice. I wouldn't be playing any shape off that bottom rail the way that it's been pinging all night.
Cue ball did a little wobbly because it landed on the spot.
And this is the first break ball I've seen him get on, which has been manufactured perfectly.
He played the right pattern there, and he almost got out of line, but he was still thinking the right way, which is
Still
important.
thinking, yeah.
You know,
Like
you
you
can get out of line all the time, but as long as you're thinking right, when you are playing well, he's going to run racks.
I agree.
So
What's
we should
the
be
score?
tied
What's
almost.
the score now?
106.98 for Steve.
So 106.98. He's drawn it back to within 8 now, and Steve will be kicking himself for allowing Sean to get back into this match. We're ticking up to 2 hours here.
Okay, so I'm up $1. You want to bet $1 on this? I'll give you a chance to get your money back.
$1 he makes it.
I've bet $1 he makes.
You or me?
I'm betting $1 he makes.
I can't bet against that. That's too easy.
Can't bet against it? Okay. I'll bet against it if you want.
You will? All right.
Yes, all right.
Good. I am terrible at gambling. I should just stick to myself. That's $2.
I'm up $2 now, guys. The pleasures of being around the room late night. So, if we weren't in the current situation, I would say Steve runs 40s for breakfast, so this should be pretty easy. But let's
He
see.
also looked at his watch, and that scares me when Steve looks at his watch, because he thinks I've been here too long. Now it's time to turn the screw.
I think he was playing position on the 9 there, and I think he bounced too much.
I don't think so.
Well, he does get rid of that problem now anyway. I'll probably go 2, 9, 10.
One of the things I love about watching him play, he does eliminate the problems early in the rack rather than leaving them to fester.
Yeah, he might be on the wrong side of it too, but he's got a 9-10 combo. So you want to bet $1? Okay, all right.
Bye, Chris.
We got $1 that Steve's out from here. I don't like betting against Steve, but just based on the performance, I have to risk
All
it
right.
all.
So you're betting $2 he's out here.
You want to bet?
I'll bet against it. Yeah.
You're betting against me too?
Yeah.
It's on.
All right.
Pascal, you in? You got $1 Steve's out or not? You think he's not out?
There you go, man. You got 2 against you right now.
All right.
You're going to be down some money.
We get both guys. You guys both think he's out, right?
Oh. I said against.
Oh. Guys, obviously this is all fun and games. We all want Steve to run a number here, so let's see what he does here.
See Mikey Kasimasima in the chat as well. Good to see you, Mike.
So this is a little squirrely. He had to address this 13 ball. He's also got to get the 9 out and then use the 14 as a break shot. So I think he's going to go 13-9, come back for those balls, get rid of all that nonsense, and then use one of those balls as a key ball.
That's a 14. He's going to come back and try and clear some of it now.
Okay. Okay, so that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if you try to address it immediately or.
But the 4 ball goes as well. You know, the 4 goes past.
To 15. Okay.
Yeah,
So the 9 balls is key ball.
has to be.
Yeah.
You know, no point going back and forth.
It's a horrible key ball, but that's all he's got. It's not that bad.
As long as he leaves some angle, he can come 2 rails and back around.
He's got either angle. He can go around it or he can go back and forth. And the 15 leads to it easily.
Yeah, it does. Just doesn't want to be straight. Anything with a bit of angle is perfect.
Yeah, this is good. It's going to put the cue ball right back where it is.
Exactly. Just like that.
Right back where it is. Right back where it is. I hope Sammy wins. The good thing is we've gotten a lot of play by the guys. As long as he's not straight, he can get some movement. Maybe get position on the 2 ball next. Preferably the 10. Yeah, preferably the 10.
Little hard. The 11 goes,
It's
but
bouncing harder than he expects. He'll get there now, though.
yep.
Now he's got the 2 balls insurance. He can go through the rack. He won't hit this too hard based on what we've been seeing. Right? Nice.
Yeah, he
nice.
didn't have to hit it too hard. Everything's spread open quite nicely there.
He's got the 4 ball as his break shot. 13 ball is his key ball, or the 6 ball.
The 9's also a good break ball too.
Yeah. He's probably going to try to get rid of the 12. Take care of the internal balls as much as you can whenever you get on them. Now, if the 8 goes, he'll play position for the 8 now, or the 15, or the 9, depending on all those balls are possible. But he's going to try to get rid of one or 2 of those balls now. He can push the 4 to the other side if he wants. Give himself an extra break shot. Get rid of the 15, the last ball that blocks the 9 ball. A lot of quality players like to get rid of all the balls underneath the break shots. So if you stick with that model, that he's got to get rid of the 3 ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to stay with the 9. He's going to go up table
What
now.
I think he's going to do instead is 4, 7, 6, 3, 13. 4, 7, 6, 3, 13 is what I see.
Yep, this is perfect. He's going to play this one nicely, and this moves him nicely into his 2nd rack.
Right.
Sorry, 3rd rack.
And if you notice, the reason he chose this pattern is his cue ball is moving very little from each object ball, so he's sticking right around the object ball that he pockets. The cue ball is moving a lot, but it's moving to the object ball and then sticking in that general area. Now he can go to the rail or follow just a little bit. I think he can just follow just a little bit. Yep, perfect.
And what's the run, Pascal? That 28?
Current run is 28 for Steve.
So current run's 28.
So he's ran 2 racks.
He needs another rack and he's out, right?
Rack and a ball, I think, or
Rack
something
and a
like
ball.
that.
So that's all Steve's concentrating on now. Running that 40. And putting Sean under a lot of pressure. But if he gets back to the table, he's going to need to do something. Yeah. Played that one outside, which was interesting.
Right now, despite the fact that he missed some break shots earlier, he didn't take any off. So that's something to pay attention to. You know, you've got to play the break shots right, regardless of how you're feeling.
Yeah,
Eventually, you're going to get back in stroke and start running some balls.
exactly. Oh, he lost his cue ball there just a bit. Did roll off a little too far, but he still has the 2 ball.
Okay, so he took out one break ball, but it went to the other side. I think he has the 3 balls of break shot, and he can play the 14 and open up the 8-1 now. And maybe make the 8 ball a key ball for the 12.
Should be all right.
Let's see what he can do here.
I think he's going to play position on the 13 just to make sure, or the 11.
Yeah, he doesn't want to work the cue ball too much. His success has been in reducing the movement on the cue ball here.
Okay, he's getting rid of the 8. The 7 and the 15 actually aren't bad key balls to the 12 with how close it is to the middle.
I think he'd rather leave the 3 ball perhaps as the break ball. We'll find out soon. I quite like taking the 4 ball.
I think you're right, but Steve is lefty, so he does prefer the 12 ball as opposed to the 3 ball generally. Now, that's not to say that he won't switch
and
it
he
up.
only needs 1 after the break shot, right?
Right.
So he's not going to be going into the pack with too much force, I don't think.
It does look like the 4 goes inside. It's not an easy shot.
He tried to move it out of the way there.
I think he's trying to solve that problem.
The side pocket is very, very acute from where I'm looking.
Yeah, Dell has a better view on the side. It doesn't look like the 4 goes easily in the side, guys. So he's got a...
The next 2 shots are going to decide for me whether Sean gets back to the table or not.
He's going to play the 13 with the stop shot, leave angle on the 3, and then go into the 5-4 off the 3 ball, I believe.
Think so?
I believe so. I'm completely wrong.
This is what I'm saying. These next 2 shots are going to decide. Now he's taking his 12, so he's going to leave the 3. There it is. This is the shot that decides it, and he's perfect.
Okay, so he ended well on that.
He acknowledged to Sean there that he got a little bit lucky, just with
He was trying to hit the 4 and he hit the 5 instead.
Yeah, he acknowledged that he got the kiss. He's going to go long instead now. Very nice. He comes out for the 15 here.
He'll play the 15 to the side, I believe.
In the side pocket. Yeah.
It's low left. He's going to just come right back where his leg is, essentially.
Kind of reminds me of last week, where I was playing Lou on this table. And I didn't really get I didn't get my good run in until right at the end.
Right,
And
so
it looks like he's running a 40 and out again.
this is good.
Needs 2 balls.
So, finally, someone put some racks together. Thankfully, it's always nice to leave with playing a little better.
Yeah, so, looking at what's this going to be, a 44 if he makes these last 2? 42 to 44?
I think it's a little less than that.
He's on 42 right now, right?
Yeah, so he's out.
Yeah, he's just going to
So,
play.
Del, you owe Sammy $1, because he owes me 2. All right, that's the game, guys. I'm glad that we get to see both of Mac a little more human than usual. Made some misses. Saw some factors with the collision-induced throw and that, causing balls to miss and stuff.
Almost definitely.
It was nice to see, though. Nice to see these guys work their way through the wrecks.
Yeah, Steve finished off strong there. He just
forced the W.
But if you noticed, he really slowed down the movement on the cue ball and played the conditions of the table.
More stop shot positions.
Which is what you need to do when that kind of thing happens.
Guys are doing a little hello.
Well, probably about a signal.
Well, guys, that was not the best game, but thank you for doing it anyway.
You finished strong, bud.
Yeah. What? $2, really? I would love to know how. That's the worst bet I've ever heard.
People are logging off right now.
So,
What's the next match? What's the next match up, Sean?
Sean, what's the next match you're putting on here?
Emmett and Jim Murnack, right? Yeah, Emmett and Jim Murnack.
So Emmett and Jim Murnack going to be on for the next match, guys. I'm signing out. I appreciate you guys listening.
Thanks so much.
I hope you guys learned something and had a good time, more importantly.
Take care.
We'll probably see you guys again sometime soon. Stevie Lipsky just said thanks, and he's out as well. Take care, guys.
Watch. Terrible.